If you come to Korea to visit, it will not be the only time you see things like that.
한국을 방문하는 외국인들이 공통적으로 깜짝 놀라는 점이 있습니다. 한국인들이 가방을 뒤로 메거나 휴대폰을 뒷주머니에 꽂는 것도 모자라 지갑을 보이는 데다 두는 것은 물론 창문을 잠그지 않는 것 등 외국인들의 눈으로 보기엔 위험하기 그지없는 행동을 한다는 것입니다. 그리고 한국의 치안 수준을 듣게 되면 처음엔 믿지 못하다가 이민을 오고 싶다고 말하죠. 우리에게는 너무나 자연스러운 행동이 외국인의 시선에서는 경악할 수준의 행동이라는 것을 직접 전하는 사람이 있는데요. 한국인과 결혼해 한국에서 거주 중인 미국인 셰리는 유튜브 채널에서 한국의 다양한 일상들을 공유합니다. 그녀는 한국에 처음 왔을 때 한국의 치안에 관해 충격적인 일들을 경험했고 아직도 적응이 되지 않는다고 말합니다. 그리고 그녀의 자세한 설명에 시청자들은 치안에 대해 걱정할 필요가 없는 곳은 상상하기 어렵습니다. 공유해주셔서 감사합니다. 한국은 세계에서 가장 안전한 국가 중 하나입니다. 저는 버지니아에서 가장 부유한 카운티 중 하나인 버지니아주 페어팩스 카운티에 살고 있습니다. 그런데 며칠 전 누군가가 내 쓰레기통을 훔쳤습니다. 여긴 미쳤어요. 세계가 한국 수업을 필요로 하는 것처럼 들린다라며 놀라는 반응을 보이고 있죠. 외국인의 입장에서 한국의 치안을 경험하면 어떤 생각이 드는지 셰리의 생각을 번역해 공유합니다.
Hi and welcome to the No Experience. I'm Shireen No. And today we're going to talk about the safety in Korea for foreigners. So if you're thinking about visiting South Korea, this is the video for you. Lately I've had a couple people ask me questions about visiting South Korea. Many people are going to be interested in coming to South Korea. So I'm sure that you have heard some things about Korea and the safety and wondering if it's actually true, getting the perspective from an actual foreigner living here. So I thought this would be a good topic today. The first thing I want to say is the safety in South Korea makes me really uncomfortable, like really uncomfortable. So South Korea is actually incredibly safe to visit. It's incredibly safe to live here too. But it makes me really uncomfortable. As an American who's used to certain things that we do to protect ourselves, especially as a woman, right? Like, okay, for example, in America, would I leave my purse in a cafe and use the bathroom?
Don't be stupid, you moron.
Oh. Would you leave your wallet in the middle console of your car? No. Would you leave your bike unattended at the subway station, not chained, all day until you came home? No. Okay, you ladies, would you walk down a dark alley alone at night? No! These are all things that you can expect to see in South Korea. Y'all, it makes me so uncomfortable to see. Okay, the first time that I visited Korea a couple years ago, I went to Seoul with my daughters, and I remember walking around at night, like Myeongdong, which is kind of a really hip area for shopping and food and stuff like that. And I remember, and it's really busy. It's pre-coronavirus, but it was super busy place. It's really crowded. I remember seeing a woman with a stroller, and she stopped in front of like this, I think it was Innisfree, like a makeup, skincare store. She left her stroller in front. Not such a weird thing maybe, but on the stroller was her Louis Vuitton handbag. Unattended. I don't even know if there was a baby in that thing because I was too shocked to look. I was just like, what the freak is going on? And I thought that would be the only time I'd see something like that, but it wasn't. And if you come to Korea to visit, it will not be the only time you see things like that. And it makes me so uncomfortable. Like, I felt personally responsible to hover around her stuff to make sure no one would take it. And the problem with that is that being a foreigner, they probably think, oh my God, this foreign woman, this tall white American is hovering around my Louis Vuitton bag. And they probably were like, she's thinking about stealing it. And instead, I'm trying to make sure no one else is gonna take it. So many times in cafes that I go to get coffee and work on my homework, I will see people all the time leave their laptop and their wallet and their phone on the table and go to the bathroom. Koreans just don't understand how bizarre that is and how stupid it would be anywhere outside of Korea. I can't help but notice it. I can't help feel like I need to be responsible and make sure no one's gonna touch their stuff. But the thing is no one's going to touch their stuff. Korea has one of the lowest crime rates in the world. And that's probably contributed to the fact that there's CCTV cameras everywhere. They have no guns. And the people are just really respectful of each other. So you're not, I was talking about the bikes. And okay, just to prove my point, yesterday on my way home, I take Korean classes here in South Korea. As I was walking home and I took these pictures that I'm showing you now of these bicycles, unattended, not chained, just randomly left here, to prove my point to y'all that you will see this anytime, anywhere. You would never do this in America. Even if it was chained, y'all are still running the risk of it being stolen, and you know I'm right. And I was talking about the wallet left in the car. Okay, I'm from Oregon. If you've watched my videos before, you've heard me talk about this before. There was a time where I left like 50 cents in the little compartment in my car, and someone broke into my car in the daylight to steal the 50 cents out of the center console in my car.
Dude, that is harsh. No.
Everyone in America knows you never leave anything of value that you can visibly see in your car. You want it to look like there has never been a soul in that car, so no one is tempted to take anything. But here in South Korea, oh my God, my husband has left his expensive Canon camera and all its equipment in the front seat of the car. He always leaves his wallet in the center console of the car, like all the time. And it makes me so uncomfortable. Y'all, you think that living in a safe society, especially coming from America, we think that we're relatively safe, but we do take obvious precautions in everything we do because we know it is not safe to live in America. But you come to a country like this where you bring all of your immediate precautions and you see other people, everyone around you not take the same ones, it makes you super uncomfortable. Like you'd think that it would be freeing and liberating, and it should be, but it's not. I feel like this inner turmoil every time I see it. Like I just want to scream to them, what are you doing? Y'all, especially women, do not be afraid to travel to South Korea. Don't be afraid to travel alone to South Korea. There's almost no chance of any problems. You are coming to one of the most safest countries in the world. But don't be surprised if you feel the same way I do, which is that unease, that uncomfortableness when you are shocked to see some of the things that you'll see, because it's a wonderful country. The people are wonderful. You just don't have to worry about having someone steal your wallet on a busy subway in Seoul, because that is something you will also see. You will see people with their backpacks on their actual backs. And I've so many times seen the zipper unzipped and their wallet is just hanging there. There's been 2 times I can remember where I actually tapped the young woman on the shoulder and told her her wallet was about to fall out. To this day, I still put my purse in front of me everywhere I go, especially someplace busy, and I put my arm on it like I'm protecting Jesus. Maybe you will feel completely liberated and refreshed. I still feel uncomfortable.
우리나라엔 이미 서로에 대한 신뢰가 사회 전반에 자리 잡히면서 온전히 자신의 일에 집중할 수 있는 에너지로 성장하고 있다는 생각이 드는데요. 세계에서 가장 안전한 대한민국에 감사함을 느끼며 오늘 준비한 소식 마치겠습니다. 여러분의 소중한 의견을 남겨주세요. 바쁘시더라도 구독과 좋아요 부탁드립니다. 지금까지 단골이시였습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.